Hey everybody, it's Mickie Giacomini with Dragonfly Ranch Consulting. I am so excited. We have Amber Hansel here today. That's right, from Amber's Virtual Desk. And she is going to tell us all about the world of being a virtual assistant. Yeah, I mean, there are virtual assistants out there, but boy, she's got the whole dial in on it and the specialty and all kinds of great stuff. So let's go ahead and bring her in. Hey, Amber, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. I'm so excited to have you here today. It's so exciting. I'm so thrilled. I can't wait to hear about your business. Tell me about it.
Well, like you said, I'm a virtual assistant with Amber's Virtual Desk, and I help small businesses simplify their daily needs.
Well, that's fantastic. So how did you get into it?
It's actually a funny story. I was pregnant with my second little boy, and I wanted to stay at home with my kids. And Googling, and I finally came across Virtual Assistant, and I fell in love and knew that it was meant to be.
Wow, that's pretty great. It's almost like it was just like right there in front of you.
Yes.
And how does that work with the family? Does it work out well?
So far it is. I just do it part-time. So I'm full-time mom and part-time virtual assistant. So I work nap times, early mornings, late nights.
Oh, that's great. So you really do have the best of both worlds, right?
Yes, exactly. That's what I want to try, is to be working and be at home.
Right. You know what's really exciting to me about virtual assistants is that you can have clients all over the world.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So it is pretty exciting to work with everybody and anybody. So far, I have mostly just worked with some local clients. I do have a couple new ones coming up that are farther away that I'm really excited to work with.
Oh, that's fantastic. I know that some people have virtual assistants that can work clear across the world, you know, halfway around the world. And I have an accountability partner who has a virtual assistant that actually I have two people that I know that have their virtual assistants working in completely way off time zones, and it works so well for them because by the time they're done with the day, they already have a to-do list for their virtual assistant. And then by the time they wake up the next day, their virtual assistant has taken care of everything while they sleep so that they can just keep going. It's really fantastic.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the awesome benefit of a virtual assistant, is that you give us a to-do list and we do it.
Ah, fantastic. Ah, you're just like the perfect answer, right? So how has doing what you're doing, how has that changed your life?
Well, it's made me a lot more confident, more outgoing, and especially stepping outside of that comfort zone. I am an introvert, so doing all these stuff and going after clients and being my own boss really is just amazing, and my confidence level has soared. And of course, it's always new stepping outside your comfort zone. For example, doing this is not something that I have done, and I love it, and it's great.
That's fantastic. I mean, I always love hearing these stories where people are just pushing themselves to, you know, get outside their comfort zone, and that's really great. I mean, so I guess actually I just have to ask you, if you were going back in time and you were going to ask or really give some advice to your younger self, what kind of advice would you give yourself?
Oh, I would give my younger self to don't hesitate. I've always hum-hawed about what do I want to do, as most people do. We're not really sure. And I just want to say, I should have just gone for it and done what I wanted to do and seen where it takes you, because it usually will take you somewhere better.
That's fantastic. So do you feel like your family appreciates what you're able to contribute to the family?
Yes, exactly. My husband really enjoys that I get to stay home with the kids and take care of them, and yet still bring in an income for us on the side without having to go out and spend astronomical amounts on daycare. So it's really helpful.
Oh, absolutely. Daycare can be just completely outrageous. So, I mean, you really do have the best of both worlds. You are
Yes.
actually both a stay-at-home mom, but you're a working mom as well. You're juggling it all and you're there 24/7, but it just sounds so fulfilling.
Yeah, it is, because I get to do what I want to do when I want to do it and be there with my kids. This afternoon we were outside playing because it's nice outside. So, and yet I was on my phone once in a while checking emails. So I get to do the best and as well show my boys that you can do what you want to do.
Oh, that's a really good point. That's a really good point that you get to actually be a role model for your children. You can
Yes.
show them that there are different ways to provide for your family and still be family oriented, have that work-life balance. I know that that's something that I know I personally have always struggled with, that work-life balance, and many others have. And I'm very apologetic about that. I'm so sorry. On that note, I'm kind of leading into something I know about you. I know you have a favorite book out there that you'd like to recommend.
I do have a favorite book right now, and I can't, like, I've read it a couple of times. It's Girl Stop Apologizing by Rachel Hollis. If you have not got it, get the audio, buy the book. It is so good, and she just really goes down to crushing your goals and getting it done.
So what was your biggest aha moment from that book?
There was a quote in it that says, I just totally forgot. Dreams went out the window right now.
It's okay, like paraphrase. What does it mean, or what did it mean to you?
Pretty much that dreams are goals with working boots on. And that just like resonated with me, that your dreams can turn into goals and you just got to work on it.
Oh my gosh, I've got to get that book because I totally feel like I personally can relate to that. I mean, you only get what you put into things. So
Yeah.
if you want a lot out of your business, you got to put a lot into it. If you want to join a group, for example, then you've got to put into it as well if you want to get stuff out of it. So whatever you do in life, if you want to have this really strong family with strong core values and so forth, you got to put that in there as well. So whatever you do, you got to put in what you want to get out. So it kind of sounds like she's all about that kind of thing, that go for it, but it's going to be work.
Exactly, definitely. And like the balance is there, and to take care of yourself. There was another point in it that to be a vase, and stand tall and fill yourself up, and then as it fills up, it'll overflow and fill everybody else up. But you need to fill yourself up first.
Oh yeah, I like that. That's a good one because I don't know about you, but I personally do not own a magic wand. So I think I need to stick with the vase thing.
Yeah, exactly.
So, you know what, Amber, I know there's going to be people out there that are probably really interested in becoming virtual assistants. And I'm just kind of curious, like, what kind of advice would you give them if they were trying to get into that sort of a business?
First of all, is figure out a virtual assistant. There's so many different aspects of being a virtual assistant. So figure out what exactly you want to do with that business and get your ducks in a row, and then get clients, and then keep getting clients, because month to month it can change and you don't know what's going to happen. So you just keep sending out emails and attending networking events. as much as you can. And yeah, just, figure out, I guess, specialize in what you want to do.
That's interesting. I know that as a virtual assistant, you specialize in some particular areas. Virtual assistants can do a whole lot of different things. And I know that you specialize in a few different areas. Do you tell everybody what you specialize in?
Sure. I specialize in social media management, specifically Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn, as well as I do website design. I also, of course, do all the general administrative duties because I am a nerd like that. So give me an Excel spreadsheet. But the social media aspect is really because it's constantly changing, and for small businesses to keep up to date on all of that, it's very difficult.
Oh, I can completely agree with that. I mean, there's just so many different things. But like you said, I mean, you specialize, though, for the most part in a particular area. While you can do the general, you have a specialty. So it sounds like if somebody wants to get into virtual assisting, they really should consider where their strengths are. What are they going to specialize in? They may be able to take on some other general areas, but they should probably really think strongly about what they're going to specialize in as well. And that kind of helps set you apart, I think.
Yeah, exactly. And you want to find what you're passionate about as well. So social media is such a huge part of our world, and I love helping small businesses figure it out and create and publish posts for them and get that knowledge out to their clients. Because in my world as a small business, if I'm helping a small business succeed, then I'm succeeding. So, right. And when that's voiced all over Facebook and Instagram, it just brings so much joy to my life. So yeah, as someone that might be going into it, you really need to figure out what you're passionate about, because when you're passionate about it, then it's easy to do, and it's not a work and it's not a job, and it's easy for you to talk about it.
Right, absolutely. I can relate to that. I mean, a lot of people know that I teach those DIY marketing classes especially for startups and new businesses, because I'm passionate about helping people get going and getting them promoted. And, a lot of people just don't have that kind of budget to just go full blown with a marketing agency right away. So kind of what you're talking about lends itself really well for that sort of thing. And then you were also mentioning networking. Networking is really important, whether you have a job and you're pretty secure, you still got to keep networking. Or if you are seeking a job, you've got to be networking at all times. It's just the way it is. That's what's going to keep you going, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's constant networking on social media, because with two little ones, I don't get out a lot. So yeah, a lot of my networking is behind the computer, sending emails. I do my research before you send your emails to people, so that you're not just being a random stranger emailing. They might have an idea who you are.
Yeah, that's a good point. So, okay, we're all about success, right? And helping people succeed, and we want to elevate each other. So I'm going to end this with a question, and I want to know, what's your favorite tip for success?
My favorite success tip would be notebooks. I am sitting in front of my computer right now, and I have 1, 2, 3 notebooks around. They're filled random things, because as well I also have to leave pages open for my kid to doodle on. So I keep all my information. I make notes. I have a agenda that I also have notes in. It's just an easy way to simplify it. You can write everything down. You can go back and look at it, and you can carry it around with you. I am part of the generation that, half my stuff is still on the computer that I do, but I just love my notebooks, and I probably will never give them up.
Well, I'm glad that you said that, because, I'm a huge proponent for the notebooks. It's what I teach in my coaching workshops. Did you know I bet you do this because most people who will actually handwrite in a notebook rather than typewrite, they're more apt to reach their goals and accomplish their tasks and so forth than if they just type it out.
Yes, exactly. And
Yeah.
as well, it helps with memory.
It does.
It helps you remember it when you write it out instead of typing it out.
Yeah, it really does. It really does help with the retention process. I'm so glad you shared that success tip. It's a great one.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I'm so glad you've been here today. Hey, I know you have a bonus to share with everybody. Let me show everybody that really quick. And let's see here. All right. So we've got your bonus how-to guide on gaining Instagram followers. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I came up with this because we all want Instagram followers, but it's not just about the followers, it's about how to engage with your followers properly. And when you are engaged on Instagram, you get more followers. So I give you tips on how to do that, and as well just the basic on how to post to Instagram properly.
That's fantastic. You know, I know that a lot of people that are in similar groups such as ours, Amber's, that a lot of them are in marketing in some way, shape, or form. And here's the deal. For all of those out there that are in marketing and you do a lot with social media, I would hope that you always see the bigger picture. I mean, obviously, I'm in marketing as well, and I can always learn from others, right? So I'm going to be definitely checking out Amber's guide to getting more followers for Instagram, just like she would be following other people's and so forth. You professionally develop yourself because we can always learn from each other. So it's a great guide, and we will share the link to it on all of our postings for this interview. So we'll make sure that that information's out for everybody so that they can check it out.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome, and thanks so much for being here today. I appreciate it.
Awesome. It was so much fun speaking with you.
It was fun speaking with you too. Hope to talk to you soon.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, bye.
Bye.